These 10 countries are capable of putting the best fight with their enemies. All countries have military forces, but which ones are the hardest to defeat? Number 10. Brazil. Brazil's army is the second largest in the Americas after United States, and its military budget is almost more than double than Pakistan's. However, it ranks lower than Pakistan due to significantly lesser military equipment and active army personnel. Brazil needs a large active military mainly because it's the only country besides Russia and China that has land border with 10 or more nations. Number 9. Pakistan. The Pakistani military is one of the largest forces in the world, in terms of active personnel. The country also has large tank, aircraft, and attack helicopter fleets. It is also the strongest military in the Islamic world and has a suicide rate of 0%. In addition, Pakistan is thought to be building nuclear weapons at a fast enough rate that it could have the world's third largest nuclear arsenal within the following decade. With all its forces combined, Pakistan is capable of defense on all ends as it shares a border with 4 countries. Number 8. United Kingdom. With a power index of 0.1382, United Kingdom's budget drastically exceeds Pakistan. But the country lags way behind in available manpower, active personnel, and air and land power. Shockingly, it has no parliamentary forces. However, UK's naval power currently stands ahead of Pakistan's. Number 7. France. The French military is relatively small but highly trained, professional, and capable of force projection. Its military budget, active personnel, and fit-for-service manpower is almost same as United Kingdom's. Number 6. South Korea. South Korea has been left with little choice but to have a large and capable military in the face of potential North Korean aggression. With those realities in mind, South Korea has a number of submarines, attack helicopters, and active personnel. The country also has numerous tanks and the 6th largest air force in the world. Number 5. Japan. In absolute terms, the Japanese military is relatively small. Nonetheless, the country is extremely well equipped. According to Credit Suisse, it has the 4th largest submarine fleet in the list. Number 4. India. India is one of the largest military powers. It has the most active manpower of any country aside from China and the US. Pakistan lags considerably below India's military might on every metric, including land, air, and sea. Despite its larger army, the capability of India's conventional forces is limited by inadequate logistics, maintenance, and shortages of ammunition and spare parts. Both Pakistan and India have ballistic missiles capable of delivering nuclear weapons. Number 3. China. When it comes to manpower, no military in the world comes close to that of China. The People's Republic has around 2 million active military personnel. The Chinese military has grown rapidly in terms of both size and capability in the past few decades. It also has the 2nd largest tank fleet behind Russia and the 2nd largest submarine fleet behind the US. China has also made rapid strides in its military modernization program, now developing a range of potentially game-changing military technologies including ballistic missiles and 5th-generation aircraft. Number 2. Russia. The Russian armed forces are the unquestioned 2nd strongest military power in the world. Russia has the world's largest tank fleet, the 2nd largest aircraft fleet behind the US, and the 3rd largest submarine fleet behind the US and China. The Kremlin's military spending has increased by almost 1/3 since 2008 and is expected to grow 44% more in the next 3 years. Number 1. United States. Despite sequestration and other spending cuts, the United States spends more money, $601 billion, on defense than the previous on Credit Suisse's index combined. America's biggest conventional military advantage is its fleet of 10 aircraft carriers. The US also has by far the most aircraft of any country, cutting-edge technology like the Navy's new railgun, a large and well-trained human force, and that's not even counting the world's largest nuclear arsenal. With increasingly digital warfare, is military power becoming obsolete?